Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to hell. As the astute among you may have noticed, our window's looking a little more hexagonal than usual, and that's because this is not our base. No, this is a base I prepared earlier, or rather I should say, the one that person over there did. A huge shout out to Balin over on the Discord server for putting together this exhibit, I suppose, a test world, to teach me, yes me, King of the Imbeciles, how to use the evaporation chamber. Basically, you take liquid pollutant, you spray it into a little can over here, and through black magic and sheer witchcraft, that produces cooling. Yes, that's right, this array of valves, this manifold, that's a fun new word we learned this week, basically turns liquid pollutant into gaseous pollutant, which is somehow colder than the liquid, which then recondenses itself back into the pipe, thus forming a closed loop, right? And then the waste gas that was okay, maybe I don't fully understand it well enough to explain it, but I do understand it well enough to copy this build. Yes, that's right, I'm actually going to attempt to do this in our save, but before, I just wanted to show this off. It's so incredibly cool of them to have done this. Please don't do it, anyone else. It's incredibly, what's the word I'm looking for? Terrifying when people go through this amount of effort for me. I am but a man, I am quite literally just a guy, and this level of attention is always just a little bit unsettling. I'm incredibly appreciative, don't get me wrong, but I'm not asking anyone else to do this, okay? You over there in the corner, Blair Witching it, you rock. Everybody else, just chill, we're good, we'll figure it out, don't worry. Speaking of the Discord server, if you would like to take a swing at this museum for yourself, I have pinned all of the comments that Balin shared in the chat, the Stationeers chat. You're welcome to go ahead and try this out for yourself. You just download it, stick it in a world save, make a new save. I called this one Pressure, and then just chuck the files in there. Also, there is now a community server. It's not in this world, but currently running in the Stationeers, in the Largely Unemployed community Discord server. So, links in the description if you'd like to do it. Big shout out to Mel Roman for doing that one. Super cool of him. Super thank you. Okay, let's go back to poverty. Ah, home sweet home. God damn, girl. You live like this? This is a tragedy compared to what we just witnessed, but hey, you know what? That's okay. We're doing our best. We'll get again up there. I believe in us sincerely. Now, we're still a little bit sad, so I'm just going to run around in the room for a bit while we wait for my happiness to recover after last episode. And you know what we can do? We can put our potatoes in the ground. That was one of our tasks, and it's one of the ones we should definitely get started on. They're not going to be super happy growing in this space. I mean, it's, the pressure's the right temperature. The pressure's right, but the temperature's all wrong. Potato, there we go. They like to grow between 20 and 30 Celsius. 50 C is probably when they start dying, or they'll just stop growing and then eventually start dying. But yeah, 20 to 30 is definitely the sweet spot, and that's sort of where we're approaching. This is working. We are slowly cooling down this room, which is great. And we are slowly heating up that pipe, which is less great. Now, having a look here, we got some 160 C CO2. We can probably siphon off some of that. I mean, this is technically colder, right? So we might as well pick it up. And we got a few things on the docket for today, and I'm not really sure what the best order is for all of them. One thing we're definitely going to want to do is be able to put oxygen back into this room. I would love to color code these blocks as much as possible. I think we actually have some pressure regulators. Let's grab our suit. Let's grab our helmet. Oh, and I'm seeing my oxygen tank needs a refurb. Go ahead and chuck that in there. Yeah, definitely going to want to color code those at some point. And let's head out. Is there anything else we need from there? No, I don't think so. Let's go ahead and set up that oxygen line so that we're able to put oxygen into the room. We could use a pressure regulator, which is sort of a passive way to do it. So if we ever siphon out oxygen, it always just sort of puts it back. But I think a volume pump is going to be a bit more aggressive. Now, what's our goal for today? Well, we can take a look at this. We have planted our potatoes. That's done. Very nice. So we can go ahead, pick that one up, put that back. We have signed one by one, so true. It seems like every time I reload the game, that becomes a problem. We need to shut off our night gas. That is the one thing we have to do. And it turns out, thank you all so much to all the commenters for all the comments, we were gated by, of all things, a gate. A logic gate. That's all we needed. We needed one, that's right, read 'em and weep, one logic gate in order to solve the problem. And I knew that's what I needed, but I didn't know they were in the game. And it's literally under, if I scrolled one further from the math comparison units I was using, I would have seen a logic gate. So, the irony is incredible, and it is not lost on me, don't worry. Now, what are we going to do today? Well, we need to start making water. That's definitely one of the things we are super behind on. And it's probably what's going to start killing us first, because we're going to have enough food now. The potatoes will grow, we will be okay. We can also start color coding our bits and our pieces. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to do this... I guess I got to spray paint it out here. I'll say I'm going to do this in the other room because we've got the portable scrubber. Because it is going to get hot in here. But what we can do is just turn this on. And that will siphon all the pollutant I'm getting right now into that room. I actually want it in that room. I know how strange that sounds. Because if it's in that room, it is technically cooling the space down. Lovely. Okay, cool. So that just keeps track of what's what and makes it a bit easier for us to see. Then, something else I really need in order to expand my operations here is going to be a large wireless battery. That's going to be used to fill an arc welder. Because we managed to finish up our welder a few episodes ago, and I need to replace it. So we need steel, electrum, and invar. We might be out of steel. We might need to go do a steel run soon. We got a little bit of steel there. Can you give me a Omni power transmitter as well? Just so we can expand our range. I tested it. This one reaches to about halfway through the greenhouse. So we definitely want to push that up a little bit. Also, let's just let this charge in the APC. It's much faster. And then once that's done, we'll go ahead and grab the stuff out of there. We also want to get some atmospherics kits. The atmospherics kits are going to be used, well, for a lot of stuff, really. But first and foremost, they're going to be used to create the water and then filter it out. We need an H2O2 combustor. That's going to be step one. And then we're going to need a whole bunch of... I don't need this in here. And then we're going to need a whole bunch of pipes to move stuff around. So can you give me some just regular yellow pipe? Just the standard, bog standard goodness. Okay, you're going to make me an arc welder. Excellent. So let's grab you. Gonna put the battery in, pick you up. You're looking great. Then what I wanted to actually do was put the portable light battery in there. That's the plan. So the arc welder can then replace our regular welder. Let's close that up. Let's head inside. And I'm going to do something a little bit insane. I'm going to chuck this on the ground, and I'm actually going to vent this canister into this room. And actually what I need to do is go in here. I need to pull a vacuum in this room. And then I need to open it up. There we go. So that the canister empties out. Perfect. Alright, pulling a vacuum, basically just putting all those volatiles into the space. Again, not ideal, but they are colder than the room, and it will be filtered out by this thing, so it's not the end of the world. Where's that white spray paint? Let's sort out my oxygen. We can go ahead and paint my oxygen lines now, too. Is there anything else I want? Well, actually, we don't want to connect there, because then it would pull the gas out of this thing. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Hold on. I'm doing 9 things at once. This is the power of caffeine. Okay, put this down. Let's just get that done. Expand the Omni power range. Power for the Omnissiah. Perfect, it's on. And then we need to move these pipes around a little bit. I think this is going to be as simple as doing that, and then putting a cross there, and then our volume pumps going in that side. Okay, you are going to be white, and you're going to chill here. I don't know what I'm going to do with you just yet, Mr. Fuel Canister. And you're going to go like that. Excellent. We're going to max out the volume pump. We're just going to push that all the way up to 10. Perfect. Turn that on. We're going to have to wire it in quick. And that's going to allow us to push oxygen into the space should we choose to. There we go. You're on. Okay, there's nothing in the pipe right now. That makes sense because we don't have the turn you off. Because we don't have the connection. That's okay. Then, ironically enough, I need to go back in. Oh, I can take this piece of pipe now. We don't need that. And then link you up. There we go. And now we have the ability to put oxygen back into the space. And that's just there so that I can manually control how the how the plants are doing. They are thriving towards fruiting. That is such a good thing to hear. Okay, give me my liquid pipes, give me my pipes, and let's go to work. Pro tip for those of you who don't know, if you need to change the color of a pipe, and you already have, like, let's say if I have a white pipe and a yellow pipe, if I pick up the yellow pipe and have it in my hand and then pick up the white pipe into that stack, it'll just replace the color. So it's an easy way to just get some more value out of your bits. Okay, so we need more iron. I need more space in order to do my water burning. So we're probably gonna want to go do some mining. Yeah, that's definitely what we're going to want to do. Also, I'm going to bring this with, because I need to tweak how the chimney works. Okay, cool. Let's get out there. I'm also going to put down some of these frames, so that we can move around a bit more easily. And we're going to need a lot more of those. I think I have sheets, right? Yes, I do. Look at that. How lovely. It would be nice to eventually fully enclose this, so I might as well just weld all this in. As you can see, I'm no longer being slightly flambéed every single time I use the welder. Lovely. Alright, so I'm going to actually undo what I did a few episodes ago, and I'm going to move this chimney back down, because I think I want to take over this space over here to do all my water work. So we're going to grab this. We're going to pick up that pipe cowling. We're just going to chuck it over there for now. And we're just going to move this down. Yeah, you know what? Let's do something like this. We're going to push the thing back a bit. There we go. So it can vent next to the side of the base. This is it is worth remembering that the voxels are airtight, but the stuff can escape out to the side there. Okay, so our night gas logic. This was the problem. What we were doing last time is we were comparing our tank memory. Like we were checking the level of the tank and the temperature. And if both of those were true, we wanted to turn on the vents. So what we can do is use a gate unit. And it even defaults to being an AND gate, which is just extra insulting. So all I had to do was this. So you're going to look at the night gas compare and the night tank compare. And if they're both positive, if they both give you a 1, you output a 1. But right now it's too hot, so they won't, which is good. You then will talk to the logic gate. It's that easy. And when you work, you will turn on the vents. That's it. We can't currently use this system to dump the gas in that system, like when it's too hot. But you know what? I think it may be time for me to just learn how to do IC10 coding. And what would you guys say to that being a live stream? I don't know. What are your thoughts? I think that could be fun, right? Learning how you can help me out. We can learn it together. I found a couple guides on the Steam Workshop pages, so maybe it won't be like pulling teeth. I hope. Maybe we'll have some structure to it. Is that something you'd like to watch, Magic? Is that something you'd be down to edit? Just me staring at a computer screen for 6.5 hours, not understanding what I'm doing? I mean, that's what you do right now. Join the Discord server, by the way, if you would like to get notified about that sort of thing. That's 3 separate Discord server plugs today. And not a single like or subscribe. Huh? What have we come to as a community? Okay, day mining is a little dangerous. Day mine. Ah! Fighter of the night mine. Ah! Champion of the sun. Bringer of pain and torture for everyone. Day mine. There is no iron. Iron does not exist. What was I doing? Atmospherics, right. We did do a bunch of mining successfully, which is awesome. 88 pipes, that'll get us started. Honestly, I don't know why I made that many regular ones. I mostly need to insulate ones. And there's iron right there. Oh, you so-and-sos. Okay, vacuum this thing out. We're going to do a big old smelt here. And I need to get printing.
4 to 6 days later.
All right, lovely. We got our 2 atmospherics units, and these are the 2 units we're going to use. We're going to use, at first off, the filtration unit, the H2 combustor. This is going to burn a mixture of oxygen and hydrogen in order to produce water, and then we'll use another filtration unit in order to strip that water out. So we're going to need filters for water. Let's go with the medium ones. So it's silver and Constantin. We're going to get 2 water medium filters just so I don't have to think about it. So let's let those print up. We managed to get quite a bit of gold and copper and a little bit of iron and a tiny bit of steel. So I'm actually going to get this steel going to work. We're just going to print up just like 50 frames because I want plenty of space to work with here. Okay, there's my first filter. I think we're going to start just piling this stuff out here. And there's the second one. Okay, then we're going to need a gas mixer. That one. Alright, cool. And that's going to be used to mix the oxygen and the... what else? The outside lines. Now, we could filter out the volatiles, which could work. Or, I think it's easier just to burn the atmosphere itself. That's probably the most straightforward way to do this. So, in that case, we're going to want a bunch of insulated pipes. And while we wait for that to happen, what would it take to get you leveled up? Electronic printer mod. Steel, electrum, constant, and solder. Okay, pause that for a second. Pop all that out. I'd love to get the... There we go. Let's get this printing. Oh, I need the steel too. Okay, and go. Pause that. Give me this. Yeah, 10 pipes is definitely not going to cut it. Let's do 20 frames, and then we'll need 40 steel sheets to go with them. So give me the sheets next. But these are really, 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 really cheap. It takes 3 grams of steel to fully weld up one of these frames all the way through. Whereas it's a lot more than that for iron. I think it's closer to like 6 grams of iron. So you're literally saving... well, it's half the number of materials in absolute. But you also got to remember that the steel is only 75% iron, right? So you've got a pretty big saving just there in the ratio too, which is nice. Okay, so where are we at right now? We're currently working on water production. We have successfully handled the night gas shut-off. I think I need to start adding some stuff related to trading onto this list. So let's start setting that up. So we're going to want a trade computer. We're going to need a trade antenna. And we're also going to want... let's just move water production here. And we're also going to want a trade platform. That's going to require a lot more resources, so we're not quite there yet, but it's definitely something we can work towards. We're going to want to filter out the pollutants so that we can start liquefying it and storing it. The sooner we do that, the better. But I do need more space in order to do all that, so that's what we're working towards here. Let's go get some water, and... oh, we need to get you. You need to be working on printing insulated pipes at all times, basically. So you're going to go here. You're going to get this. Give me some insulated pipes. And then actually, do I have any iron? I got 11 grams of iron. Let's get 11 iron walls. Because that's going to make up our sort of external borders. And we can grab these walls too to help us out. And then this vent can actually go in there. Because I think there's a slot open for it. Okay, we got 16 walls. Definitely not going to be enough. But we can do some more mining tonight. Let's swap all of our various tanks and then get out there. Okay, and there's our printer mod. So I can go ahead and install this. Makes the printer use way more power, but we now have access to big things like a wind turbine. I can make the upright wind turbine for the next big... oh, no, that's not the one I want. I want the other one, the wind turbine. I literally just need some copper. Easy clear. Go ahead and make me a big wind turbine, because if we get another storm, that's going to max our power. We can actually get 2 of these. Send it. Yeah, these things are amazing. And that vent always belonged over there. Lovely. Let's swap this. Let's just chuck you on the ground for a second. Where did that spray can go? Perfect. Put that back in there. I need a connection to my oxygen. We're outside. So why don't we take it up from right... oh, can you get out of the way, please? Can you move? Thank you. So let's do a link straight up from here. And this is where we're going to bring our O2 out from. Excellent. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. And we can actually... hold on. Hold the front door. We can actually fit another expansion tank in here, which I think is a very good idea. We don't have to build it right now, but we can just, prepare the space for it right there. Alrighty, nighttime is here. Let's go ahead and put down our big old wind turbines. These guys here. Probably shouldn't put them in line with the solar panels. That seems like a bad idea. Let's instead... there's our connection to our big battery. So let's instead put them down here, shall we? In the past, there was no requirement to have these things be like up high or whatever. So I think we just send them straight like this. And then I just need some steel sheets in hand. And then just a bit of cable coil. There we go. And what else do you need from me? Screwdriver. Hey, look at that. There we go. Wind turbines. Perfect. So that's just some more passive power production. It's not like super critical, but definitely something we wanted to work towards anyway. Incredible. There you go. All right, excellent. So that's just going to keep that battery topped up. If we ever have a storm, we're going to get like infinite power. And now we can build our gas mixing setup. So I'm going to start off with some frames. And we're going to build it down here, I think. That's why I moved the chimney, was to clear up this space. So let's build out some workshop area. Do you know what? Why don't we have that be a airlock as well? We'll eventually enclose that entire space, but for now it can just be to there. Okay, lovely. There we go. We are currently outside in the daytime, which does suck, but we can continue working a little bit. Let's get our gas mixer set up. So we're going to want to bring oxygen in one side and the night gas in on the other. So why don't we put this thing like... We can just put it down right over here. Just like that. And then the oxygen comes through. Okay, cool. That worked. Excellent. So we've also increased the volume in our line here, so we should be able to fit some more gas. But that brings the waste gas in. We'll spray paint this white so that it shows the oxygen. And now we have a gas mixer, which is so great. That's such a huge step in the right direction for us here. So let's go ahead and get our cable cutters. We're going to link this thing up to power. And then we got to set up the settings. So normally you want 66% H2, 33% O2. You are input 2, which is my oxygen, so we want to make that less. But I think we're actually going to have to go more like a 2080 here, because the volatiles are only 50% of the actual atmosphere. Maybe even less, maybe like 1585. Just to, I'd rather that we waste volatiles, because they're basically free, than waste oxygen. Okay, so first bit is going to be the H2 combustor, which is going to face this way. And then we're going to want our filtration unit, which is going to face... Give ourselves some space. Maybe not that much space. Pick you up. Give ourselves that much space. Okay, we need some pipes to build these. And then I think it's cable coils? It's like cable coils plus a screwdriver, I want to say. Yes. Okay, lovely. And I actually need to spray paint these blue, because these are going to be for water. Let's put our filters in. Okay, excellent. So you are going to need to receive this pipe, which is going to be our fuel mix. Okay, we can't take too long. We are going to run out of oxygen soon. And we can start wiring these up. Probably shouldn't be doing this in the daytime, but ADHD lock in. You know what I'm talking about? If we're going to be using IC10 chips at some point, you know what? You know what? Wire it all together. You never know. Okay, get out of here. Go, 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 go. When you hear that warning, you get inside. And let's vent these tanks quickly. Oh, and I need to filter out some of this O2. But we could take a moment and relax. Okay, cool. So we got a big chunk of the stuff built there. Ooh, lovely. We got some flowers on our potatoes. Hey, we're going to need to let them grow all the way to seeding. And then we'll put out some more trays. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's such a good sign. Okay, we might actually survive this. We might. I don't want to count the chickens just yet. Okay, we're currently 52% oxygen in here. That's completely fine. We are down to our last 3 cereal bars as well. Let's just lay them out so we can see exactly where we stand. Oh, I don't love that. I don't love that at all. We're at 28 megapascals in that pipe, by the way. We can probably turn this off now. I think we've pulled out enough CO2. It's pretty warm, but we can cool that down. Using some shenanigans later. That Balin. I really hope I'm pronouncing that even, somewhat correctly. Oh, I'm so happy to see this. So how long do potatoes take to grow? Is there a... 50 minutes. Okay, so we put them in about 40 minutes ago. So these should be almost fruiting, which is awesome. So we've got to come back in about 15 minutes IRL time to just check those out. Because if they're thriving, they should be growing at full rate, I would hope. Alright, I think 3.5 is probably fine. Let's put this into there. We'll get this up to like 3 megapascals and then turn that thing off. I just want to make sure I'm staying at like 40% oxygen so I can actually run around in here. Yeah, there we go. And let's put this all back on. One thing we can do while we're waiting for the sun to set is just get this ready for expansion. Because as we know, we're going to want to add another row of hydroponics over here. And it doesn't hurt to just add a few more of these in. And you know what? It would be nice to have a pressure meter just on this pipe so I can see it at a glance. Which we could fit right over there. Oh, is it a storm? Ooh, it's a storm. Okay, well, at least our power problems are definitely sorted. We're not going outside anytime soon, huh? Okay, well, we've got part of our work done there, which is awesome. Is there anything else we can work on while we're here? We can probably do some printer upgrades while we're waiting. So can you give me the hydraulic pipe bender? Oh, actually, you know what I really want? Can you make me the better drill? I would love a better drill. No. Okay, so tool printer upgrade is the next one we need. Give me the tool printer mod. I need a bit more electrum. Oh, we used it all on the things, didn't we? Well, we could make some more. Yeah, over 800 kPa. Basically any temperature. So chuck in the gold. Chuck in the silver. Make me some electrum. We just gotta pull some air out. I would love to have the better mining drill for the next night. Okay, you're too low pressure. So flip that for a second. There we go. Lovely. Okay, pick that up. And make the tool printer mod. You know what is something else we can do while we're waiting for that to print? And it's such a minor thing. But we could actually just spray paint our airlock to just be a little bit nicer to look at. We could just make this whole place just a little bit easier to read. Also put some lights up around here. That would be nice. Is that better? I think that's a little bit better. You can also clean up the floor a touch. Oh man, look at this. Look at this. Never say there's no stewardship in the largely unemployed channel, okay? I mean, you'd be right, but you're not supposed to say it. Hey, look at that. Okay, now, that should be the last time, I hope, that we ever have to use that pneumatic drill. Perfect, swap that out. Chuck this in there. So now you can make me the advanced drill, and you can make me the big backpack. Advanced drill, 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 drill. There we go. Mining drill heavy. Electrum invar solder. Send it all out. Am I out of steel? That is a bigger problem. I'm out of steel. Okay, well, we're not... we're definitely not doing that without steel. Okay. I do have 41 grams of iron, and I do have some coal. I could make some steel, but I don't want to use all my iron for this. Not really, because what I wanted to do was, now that we've got these white floors, I actually hate them. Give me some grating. Give me some floor grating. I actually just... I absolutely despise the color I've made these. So I'm going to do this. Ah, much better. Still storming outside. Ugh. Okay, well, that's about as pretty as we can make it. At least now the floor is it's bright underneath. Okay, so 25 iron. What's a third of 25? It's not a round number. That's a bit of a pain. I need to make a stacker if I want to do this now. Okay, this is getting increasingly silly. But we did want a stacker anyway, so we might as well get one. Make me a stacker. And this allows us to split stacks. And there we go. We can take the remaining 15 iron plus 5 bits of coal, which will give us 20 steel, which will give us the heavy drill, which will let us get all the steel we could ever want. Oh, nice. The storm has ended. Lovely. But now I'm committed to this. Alright, perfect. Well, we don't actually need to use this thing anymore, but what you can do is you can put stuff inside the stacker, you turn it on, and bada bing, bada boom, you've got yourself a little bit of... you can set the size. We could put out, like... Let's say I can set the size to... let's make it 10. Put that in there. I think I need to power it. I don't think it's currently powered. I don't think I connected the power with my previous cabling job there. Perfect. Turn that on. And it'll spit it out in chunks of 10. Or at least until it can't anymore. Look at that. Okay, go in. Go in. Come back out as iron. Thank you. And then give me the tiny little bit of coal I have. Like I said, I'm committed. Okay, process that up. Vacuum that out. Give me that reagent mix. Vacuum that in. Pause a moment. Chuck in, let's do like 7 silver. 5's good. Spike that temperature. And voila, there we go. Mining drill being produced. Fantastic. 10 steel, baby. It's expensive, but it's worth it. You need to make me another battery for this thing. A large one. Yes. 5 gold, 10 copper, 5 steel. Easy. Alright, but there we go, everybody. That is the end of our trials and tribulations for tonight. So we're going to go ahead, do one final little mining test here. And of course the daylight is beginning. Oh, that sucks, man. Missed a perfect night of mining thanks to that storm. But we did get a ton of power, and we do have wind turbines now, which is super duper cool. Let's do a little test here. So there's me picking up some of this copper. As you can see, it's pretty quick, but it's not the fastest thing in the world. Okay, that can now be disposed. There was a battery in there, wasn't there? Oh, well, not anymore. We can mine with the other one. This is the pneumatic drill that we upgraded to, right? Not too shabby, but still not exactly, redefining the industry. And then we get the heavy drill. Oh, it's like a bulldozer. It's actually disgusting how quick it is. You know what? A better comparison might be the lead over here, because that's pretty slow usually. So pneumatic drill, which is our quote-unquote fast one, right? Okay, there we go. Picking up the lead after a couple seconds. Switch to the big boy. Bang. Instantaneous. One tapped. Alright, that's it. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out today. I'm going to spend too much time during the day here mining up and getting some more resources. We're going to replenish our stocks for the next episode and hopefully get that water production underway and complete. I have had a lot of fun playing some Stationeers with you today. Let us know about that live stream. It'll be super duper cool. Once we decide on one, the next episode will probably have a timestamp on screen or a date on screen for you to come along and join up. It'll be on a weekend for sure. Thank you all so much for being here. You're all wonderful people, and we will miss you all. See you in the next one. Cheers. You made it to the end of the video. Congratulations and thank you. That puts you in the top 3% of viewers. Here's another video that YouTube thinks you're going to like, and here is a list of all the patron and channel member names. If you don't see yours on there, you can find a link down in the description where you can sign up and support this content directly. If your name is on there, well, you probably already know that, huh? So, what are you still doing here?